Here we presents the top 5 best liquid CPU cooler. Starting of our listed number 5. NZXT Crocon M22 120mm. The NZXT M22 is one of the stranger liquid coolers made by a relatively large liquid cooling manufacturer. NZXT dumped a Scythe for this 120mm closed-loop cooler, instead opting for a pump-in radiator design that circumvents the Scythe patents and permits sale in the US. The M22 is a complement to NZXT's Scythe products at the high end, but comes in at 120mm. It's a fierce market at $100. Even air coolers would reach equivalence or superior performance than NZXT's M22. They're going for one demographic, and one only, has RGB legs and is exactly 120mm. That's it. That's the demo. If you're not that, it's really not worth the time or money to grab the M22. To NZXT's credit, the LED integration is the best in class for a 120mm liquid cooler. It's also expensive, so that makes for an odd combination of size and price. For more information and price, check out the product links and description. Coming in at number 4 of our list. Corsair Hydro Series H150i. When the time comes to look at a new AIO to cool your CPU, two brands pop right into our head, and that is Corsair and NZXT. Corsair has been in the game the longest, and NZXT a close second, but it is obvious that Corsair holds a larger segment of sales, and tends to deliver us new products nearly every year, while NZXT tends to ride their design for a couple to 3 years at a time. By this, one would assume that since Corsair is always trying out new things, and adopting the newest generation of pumps and head units, that Corsair would tend to stay at the top of the pile when it came to performance. Sadly, however, we have seen a movement in the market where silence takes center stage, above and beyond all other aspects of the coolers. While we do come from the old school segment of using delta fans at full speed, delivering tons of noise into the room, we knew it was all for the greater good of lowering temperatures, and pressing overclocks to unheard of levels with traditional cooling. Those days seem to be just a memory anymore. With the outcry from users at the amount of noise of the earlier Hydro series coolers from Corsair delivered, it seems to be that Corsair no longer cares to find themselves at the top of any charts outside of being the most silent solution one can purchase. While we find this a tad disheartening, the market is what it is, and it appears that even going with the largest option of AIO coolers no longer means you will get the results you expected to see. Halfway of our listed number 3. Legrand Macho RT. It is not hyperbole to call Cooler Master's Hyper 212 family some of the most important CPU air coolers in the industry, with the 212 EVO dominating sales in the DIY segment for years now based on Amazon rankings. In the last 5 years I have reviewed a number of coolers here at PC Perspective, and feedback from readers almost always includes mention of, and requests for comparison to, the Hyper 212 EVO. I have tested this venerable cooler more than once over the years, but it has proven to be such a vital part of any CPU air cooling discussion that it demands to be part of every cooler review lineup. Today we will benchmark that cooler yet again using the current test platform, and compare it to a new generation of Hyper 212, the Black Edition. The Hyper 212 Black Edition coolers, available with or without an RGB fan, add a level of style that had been missing from the 212 EVO, trading exposed copper heat pipes and bare aluminum heatsink fins for a polished, all-black finish. Number 2 of this list. Scythe Mugen 5. When it comes to shopping for a new CPU air cooler, Scythe will deliver 3 things, every time, no matter what. The first of those things is that no matter your needs in cooling or the space allowed for it to fit into, Scythe has 1, if not 2 coolers to fit exactly what you are looking for. The second of these things is that when it comes to design and aesthetics, Scythe delivers some of the best looking coolers available. The last thing, and what is most important to buyers today, is that you are given terrific performance results, with little to no audible noise coming from their products. We also know that Scythe does not jump around with the product lines, trying new things out of left field, hoping to hit a home run. Typically, their methodology revolves around delivering an updated cooler to an already existing product line, by absorbing customer feedback, as well as adapting existing designs to fit the needs of the users as the market evolves. Today is no different, as we delve into a cooler which sports a name that anyone will recognize, yet it has been adapted to fit the needs and requirements of motherboards which were not even of when this cooler series was originally released. And coming in at number 1 of our list, Noctua NHD15. There's merit to that line of thinking, as the Austrian firm's cooling solutions have routinely set a high bar for others to match, and though you can expect to pay a premium, owners rarely begrudge spending extra on a product that oozes quality and is designed to stand the test of time. Excellent performance, top-notch build quality, quiet operation and comprehensive bundles are hallmarks of the Noctua range, but there has historically been one recurring drawback: the coolers and fans only came in a brown and beige color scheme that stood out like a sore thumb. We've lost count of how many times readers have asked do they come in black, so we are pleased to finally say yes they do. The revamped variants, dubbed Chromix Black, were introduced at the tail end of 2019 and promise the same signature quiet cooling performance with a sleek stealth look. Fans might view the alternate color as blasphemy, but we disagree. The all-black model of the NHD15 is beautifully made, and the time that Noctua has taken in introducing this model was evidently well spent. I have included these product links in the description. You can check out these links for more information and latest price. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button, share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe.